There's not the performance you're after. It's always a tough trip, but did you sort of see that coming? Or?
Oh, look, it's definitely not the performance we're after. We're after a performance where we showed that we're a team that's difficult to beat. We're a team that wants to be successful. We're a team that works hard for each other. That's the sort of performance we're after. And I don't think we got it probably for the first hour of the game, which was, of course, disappointing.
Even the body language, they just looked off the pace or elsewhere? Or?
I think the body language it's not the body language thing, it's just of being prepared to play a tough game of football, which we know we've been coming here now for 7 years, and we need to work out quickly, or very quickly now, that it's a tough game of football, and you're not going to come here and you're not going to stroll through a game and you're not going to be able to do what you like all the time. You need to be able to be prepared to have a proper go and have a proper attempt to win a game of football.
Obviously had a good win last weekend. Was there sort of a mental letdown with all the stuff the club's been through, do you think?
I think the stuff the club's been through doesn't enter into anyone's mind anymore. That's finished a long time ago. Last week was good. This week we hope to build on last week and improve our footballing performance and take something out of the game and go home and look forward to an important game next week. And we're disappointed that we didn't do that.
Do you have an opinion on the 2 red cards that were handed out to the fans?
First one, there was a few people around. It's hard to say at full speed. You can't really see how many people were there, whether he was going to get the ball, that sort of thing. The second one, I'm not quite sure the rule, whether it's a yellow card or not. But look, obviously, I'd be disappointed if we're on the end of that. But I just said the case, I'd swap the 2 red cards for 3 points anytime.
Do you think the tweaks you made worked in that first half? With formation and players? Or?
Case might be able to tell you better, but for me, I think we did have a lot of ball in the middle third. We probably didn't use it as well as we could have, and that was what we were hoping to get out of that, was just to get a bit more control through the middle of the park. And if we probably had to use the ball a little bit better than we did it, obviously it would have been good. Maybe up front we were a bit light with Marco and Brocky both, coming back from injury, but. I don't think the system's the problem.
I think they said before Tony wanted to make a save. So you sort of lacked a bit of penetration. Was that the biggest thing missing, or was it the couple of goals you conceded that were sloppy that really hurt you?
Look, we spoke before the game about where they're dangerous, and they proved that to be the case, I think. We had a shot, I think Joe had a shot 5 minutes from the end, which was the first one. And but you don't create opportunities in football unless you work hard for them, and I don't think we work hard enough today.
Kirsty, Jeremy Brocky said during the week that he was the only one in the whole squad who looks forward to coming here twice in the season.
Yeah.
Once. Can you just talk about the trip here? And is it really one that you just dislike and have to really try and get up for?
Not really. I think you may be talking to the wrong person there, because I'm a big believer in there's 11 against 11, and I don't care if it's away or home or wherever you're playing, you should play the same way. Of course, when you come away here, it's going to be difficult. They're a good team. You've got to play in the respect of that record that they do have here. So we had it in our mind, and I thought in the first half, even though they were 1-0 up and they created a few chances, we started to put a few passes together and looked a little more dangerous after you guys got in front. But we weren't really penetrating enough. We were getting a few passes, but we weren't really causing big troubles at all. It's a difficult trip. We all know it, where everyone talks about it the whole week through. But it's just one of those things. It's a tough place to come to, and like I said, we want to make that the same as our ground in Newcastle as well. I think we only got beaten there 2 times last year, and like I said, that's pretty much what you get at most away grounds. It's tough to win it. New Zealand's probably one of the toughest ones. I think if anything, I know there wasn't as much of a crowd here today as what I had, I think last year when I came and I only watched the game, but if anything, I think they're the most vocal and probably the most passionate crowd of all of them that I've seen so far, except probably Melbourne. But I played in Europe for 10 years, and they get real vocal and they get into the game. So that's actually a pleasing aspect about coming here. It's a real kind of European type atmosphere.
Good. Are you expecting to still be in charge this time next week? I'm not saying you don't deserve to be, but
It's only one loss, Jimmy. Don't get carried away.
Butted him up with those first questions there, Jimmy.
Mate, I don't know. That's out of my control and out of the players' control. And I would imagine that the club will be getting closer to the decision on the person that they want. How long that takes them to agree with that person on how soon they can get here, I don't know. But you know, I think it'd be a good thing for all of us to know which direction we're going in terms of which coach it is.